Another question that you hear a lot from investors when they're hearing your pitch: whose lunch are you eating? What does that question mean, and why do they ask it? And why is that a problem, a threat issue that they're trying to uncover? Whose lunch are you eating?
Who are you taking business away from?
Right. Who are you taking business away from? Okay. In the NDA company, who am I taking business away from?
Lawyers.
Other attorneys, lawyers? Yeah, exactly. And possibly inside of the company, it might be the corporate attorney. Okay. If I'm doing contract management as my upgrade, other software services that do contract management for legal contracts, right? So I need to know whose lunch I'm eating, because are they liking you eating your lunch? And are they going to respond? And if so, what are their strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, so that you know how they're going to respond?
So my question would be, is it better to not be eating someone's lunch, or do investors want to see that you are eating someone's lunch, because that means that there's a proven area of business there?
Exactly. If you don't have competitors, you don't have a market.
Is that necessarily true?
I think it is. Because there are substitutes and replacements. There are perfect replacements, substitutes, perfect substitutes, or what's the other one? Go back to your market class. But there are replacements. If you don't have competition, if something's not already providing something into that space, even if it's crap, then, but that's, the crap producer is the lunch, for the person's lunch you're taking, right, okay? So, but why is it important to understand that question as a prevention of threat or prevention of problems?
Because there's probably going to
response. Yeah, Harley Davidson, man, they were taking it on the chops from Japanese motorcycle manufacturers. It was lower cost, better gas mileage. They weren't as noisy.
better product.
Better product. Uber's another one. Yeah. But Harley Davidson's come back. They've come roaring back. No pun intended. But what they figured out are a handful of ways that they could respond that, really got the Japanese motorcycle manufacturers by the short and curlies. And that's what they did. They went right after those guys. The biggest thing that they had the biggest problem they had was quality against the Japanese manufacturers. So once they solved that, they had cost, noise, a bunch of other issues, and they came out with some brilliant advertising. Resale value turned out to be a huge factor. You could sell your Harley for what you paid for it. Just about.
And didn't they really work on the concept of making it a lifestyle brand as
Absolutely.
well?
They went into clothing. They were making 30% of their revenues from clothing because it was part of a culture. Exactly. And they just absolutely trounced Japanese automation. But what happened is they did their strength, weakness, opportunities, threats analysis. They really understood their competition, not at the beginning, but once they were getting their butts kicked, they went and did their homework, okay, and figured out exactly how they wanted to respond. They pivoted. They fixed some things with their product.
What if there's no actual competitor, but other companies
Substitute, okay? So in the NDA space, the substitute is an attorney that's providing services to a company, right? That's a substitute. It's not a perfect replacement because he doesn't offer contract management. But the attorney could encourage the client to buy a software off the shelf contract management. So now that package, now how do I compete against that, right? So understand those pieces so you can avoid some problems.